Hi guys, it's Shelly. I am coming to you with my last day, day 14 of 14 for my pre-op diet. Today is Wednesday, December 26th, and tomorrow morning I will be having my LapBand surgery. I have to go into the hospital at 5 a.m. and so it's really exciting. I have to get up really early tomorrow. So I guess I can talk about my last week of my pre-op diet and give you, my weight. I just weighed myself just now and I'm at 270 even. Each time I've told you my weight, I had weighed myself on a different scale. The first time I weighed myself, which was the day before I started my pre-op diet, I was at my primary care doctor and I used his scale, and then when I was like on day 6 or 7 when I did my second video, I weighed myself on my nutritionist's scale in her office, and then I bought a scale recently, and so the 270 is coming from my scale. So I had said last week that I was sort of upset that I only lost like 3.5 pounds for the first week, because I think I started at 283 and I had lost 3.5 pounds. Well, if I'm at 270, that means I lost 13 pounds. That's, really what I had hoped for. I said I wanted to lose, 12 pounds, so that makes me really happy. I might just be crazy, but I've noticed that I look a little thinner. Really, I know 13 pounds is only 3 more pounds than 10, but 10 pounds is the most weight I've ever lost in my entire life. Through trying to diet and trying to do exercise. Oh, that's my dog. That's Rudy. Rudy, say hi. Say hello. That's Rudy, my Rudy booty. So I told you last time that I had eaten a meal outside of my pre-op diet of the shakes and protein bars, and I am here to report that I did it again. On Friday the 21st, the apocalypse, I went out with my friends. We had made a pact a while back that we would spend that night together in case we all died. So we went out to a bar where one of my friend works, and I did really good, and I didn't drink anything. I just had water. But my fiance, he had a few drinks, and so when we were driving home, he decided that he would like to go to McDonald's, and I was like, I don't really think that's a good idea. Because in case I haven't told you yet, fast food is my biggest weakness. To be completely honest, I think that's why I'm so overweight, because I eat so much fast food. Maybe not always with other people, but by myself. I'll eat additional meals during the day that are fast food that maybe I don't always tell people about. That's, one of my biggest problems. And so, I told him I didn't really want to go there, but then I was like, I kind of do. And he was kind of drunk, and so he wasn't really, thinking. Usually he'd be the first one to say, that's not a good idea, we shouldn't do that. So whatever, we went to McDonald's, and I ate a Big Mac. And the next day I felt really bad about it. And I didn't have an excuse because I wasn't drunk, so, Rudy, leave that alone. And so, so that happened, and then, so that was last Friday. Today is Wednesday. Last night was Christmas, and we went to my mom's house. Well, we went all over the whole city visiting all of our family's houses yesterday. Both of our families live in the same town, so we have to divide our day up, and it's really crazy. That was so hard because I haven't told everybody, especially not everyone on David's side of the family, that I'm having the surgery. I told his parents, but none of his aunts or uncles. So we get to his grandma's house, and his grandma's like, eat some cookies. And I'm like, those look so great. Here, David, eat a cookie. So I did really well with those kinds of holiday things. I went to my aunt's house on New Year's Eve, and that for me was the hardest thing ever because they had all kinds of things that I love. Baked ziti with meatballs, spaghetti, chicken parmesan, and then also my cousin's husband, he's a hunter, and so he had made venison jerky and venison ribs. And then my sister made these things, they're called Buckeyes, and they're peanut butter balls, and then you dip them in chocolate. And chocolate and peanut butter is my favorite candy dessert combination. So that was really hard, and I was proud of myself because I didn't eat any of those things. But last night for Christmas dinner at my mom's house, I did eat a meal with my family. I had a small portion of a steak that she made, and then I ate a side of green beans, just like plain steamed green beans. And so that was good. And then today, you know, I got back on the protein shake train. I mean, yesterday I ate protein shakes until dinner, and then instead of eating my protein shake, I ate, you know, an actual dinner. So, I guess that's all I have to say about the way this week went. I feel really good about surgery tomorrow. I'm somebody who is usually like super anxious about everything. And, you know, back in April, like now we're in December, but when I first decided that I wanted to look into having the LapBand surgery back in April, you know, I mean, at first I knew immediately that like that's what I needed to do. But I had like a couple of weeks where I just freaked out. Oh my God. You know, my whole family, most of my family is overweight. Like my father's diabetic. My mother she's overweight, but she's not anywhere near as heavy as me. And my whole life, she's always been thinner than me, even when I was, probably since I was in middle school. And so, but she like supplies all the food to all of us. After I decided to have LapBand surgery back in April, I went through like, oh my God, how am I ever going to go to a family function? You know, and, you know, when I told my mom I was going to have it, she was like, oh, Shelly, like, you know, you don't need to do that. Like, you know, because my mom, she's very good at dieting. Well, maybe she's not good at it. She can do it for, you know, probably like 6 months, and she probably loses 30 pounds every year. Gains it back the last 6 months of the year, loses 30 pounds at the beginning of the year. She's very good at sticking to diets and, you know, losing the weight. But she doesn't have as much weight as me to lose. And so she was like, well, you know, even when I'm on a diet, there's still days where I can cheat. And I'm like, yeah, Mom, but like, I can't have that. Like, I'm addicted to food. Like, I need LapBand. It will be helpful to me. You know, so I had to freak out about that. You know, this is like really psycho, and you're going to laugh at me. I had thought one day, I was like, oh my God, what if somebody tries to kill me by force feeding me food, and then like I choke on it and I die? I mean, that is probably the most ridiculous thing that anybody could ever think of. But that is one of the fears that I had about my surgery. And then after I got over all of those completely irrational, awful things, mostly I just had fears about going under anesthesia. I have had surgery before. When I was 11, I had a pin put in my right hip. So I know that I've been under anesthesia before, so I hope that it will go well this time, just like it did last time. But surprisingly, like, I'm totally calm about it. Like, maybe when I try to go to bed tonight, it'll make me nervous or something. But so far, you know, so good. I have to be at the hospital at 5 a.m. I'm supposed to have my surgery at 7:30. And I guess that's where I am right now. Oh, I'm going to take a body shot because I want to do that every video that I'm in. Sorry, I keep touching my Christmas tree. So I'm going to stand back and do that. So here I am. Okay, and there's my body shot, and this will be the last time you see me without my LapBand. I plan on making a video when I'm in the hospital, if I feel up to it. I have to stay overnight. My insurance requires it. So I'm pretty sure after all my family leaves, like, I won't be able to go to sleep. So I'll probably make a video then. And this one's getting long. And last time I made like a 15-minute video. Really sorry about that. I'm a talker, and it probably will most of the time be that way. So I think that's all I wanted to talk to you guys about. Oh, the other thing, this OptiFast diet that I'm on, you know, I had to, like, I think 7 of the shakes cost me $28, and I had to use those ones. That's my specific pre-op diet. Well, afterwards, I don't have to buy those. I can use, like, Atkins Advantage or, like, Glucerin, a couple of other ones that I could, like, buy at the store. And so I bought some so I could have some when I came home, and they're, like, $5 for 5 of them. Like, that's so cheap. You know, such a freaking racket. The OptiFast is so expensive. So yeah, the 2 weeks of liquids post-op will be way cheaper than 2 weeks of beforehand. So that will be good. But that's all. Wish me luck, and I will see you guys soon. Bye.